The looking glass that's looking back laughs at me behind my back. I cannot trust that looking glass, the image of which gets me to ask, why do you have to prod like that? The looking glass says nothing back. The looking glass that's looking back shows me. So I can see what I am in the looking glass. I see the curve, the bulge, the lump, the bump, the pimple, the wrinkle, the hair, the crust. I can see how I am thus, showing me the worst of me. I am the me I don't want to see. The looking glass that's looking back cannot conceive the things I feel when I see what is the truth of me. Or maybe it does. Maybe it can see the tears and the strain that I reveal. Maybe it knows because I cannot conceal the revolt I show to my own flesh that is on for show for the looking glass. The looking glass highlights to me how the curtain is open, how the world can see what kind of judgments can they be making. Are they any worse than mine? I feel myself shaking. I yank the curtains, yank them closed. The world cannot see, the world cannot know. In theory, this looking glass that stays in my room escapes my mind when I'm out on the move. I go to work, I teach my kids, I learn to know what wellness is. I learn, I do. But can that I apply when all I have to do is look to the side to see a shop display or car window and realise the looking glass is with me wherever I go? I can go outside, but I am locked in my room, dragged down by the ever-present gloom of the looking glass that's looking back and making me feel worse than crap because the appearance of the curve and the bulge and the lump under my clothes look just like camel humps wherever I go. I cannot go on living like this. The looking glass that's looking back laughs at me behind my back. I cannot trust that looking glass, the image in which gets me to ask, why do you have to prod like that? The looking glass says nothing back. Why do you have to prod like that? If you're going to judge me, give me some feedback. I have all the time in the world. I can work from home. It's you and me, looking glass. Tell me what you think you know about me. Then I will go. The looking glass that's looking back just looks back. I stare in silence. Then I glance away. I could just go enjoy this day, but what can I be doing instead of standing here? I could be cooking, or drawing, or writing, or hoovering. No, none of that. I look back to the looking glass. What's your deal? I say to the looking glass, what does it want so I can end this ordeal? What can this creature made of sand, wood and metal want from making my mind go mental? Turning on the TV, I keep myself away, but my mind does still stay. Cannot go about its day minding its business when the looking glass could just say, why do you even look like that? I return back, sat in front of the looking glass. I have 1,000 rolls running down my belly. I straighten my back. There's still just blobby flab. I am a skin and meat sack. The looking glass that's looking back shows me. So I can see what I am in the looking glass. I see the curve, the bulge, the lump, the bump, the pimple, the wrinkle, the hair, the crust. I can see how I am thus, showing me what's the worst of me. If there was a looking glass for the looking glass, what would that looking glass think? The looking glass that's looking back shows it. So it can see what it is in a looking glass. It. What is it? A looking glass. That's what it knows, and that's what it's like. That is how it is. How does it do that? Would it feel bad about its look? This is a fine looking glass, glazed cherry wood, a fiery complexion. Its corners are curved and laced with gold. The carpenter carved oval bulges emerging like hills from its frame. And the centerpiece, the polished and shining glass that captures the light around it. The looking glass is looking back, laughs at me behind my back. I cannot trust that looking glass. The image in which gets me to ask, why do you have to prod like that? Why do you have to inspect like that? I guess I just want confirmation that how you are is just an act. If there was a looking glass for the looking glass, what would that looking glass think? The looking glass that's looking back shows it, so it can see what it is in a looking glass. It. What is it? A looking glass. A fine one too. That's what it knows, and that's what it's like. A looking glass. A looking glass. I look at me in the looking glass, and I see every curve, bulge, lump, bump, pimple, wrinkle, hair, crust. I touch it all. I am the me I want to see. I am relieved when I decide to be happy with me. I turn my back and look away. I look far from the